David, I know you talked a little bit about that, but I'd like to just revisit it because it's so interesting, considering what the Fed is doing in terms of raising interest rates. You mentioned that the unionization efforts might slow a bit if workers get a little more nervous about their leverage. Is that something that could play out later this year, or do you see the momentum continuing until we really see? I mean, obviously, we're getting incredibly strong numbers month after month in terms of new hires. So it doesn't seem like the air is coming out of the labor market yet.
Oh, no, I think the labor market's doing fairly well right now, especially when you consider all that the Fed is doing to try to, squeeze out inflation, which is harming the economy. The question about what's going to happen to labor unions and workers and their desires to join unions, I think, as Valerie highlighted, there's long-standing and significant desire for workers to join unions, but unfortunately, our public policy makes that very, very hard for workers actually to get what they want. 2/3 of workers like unions, and more than half would like to join a union if they could, but just 6% are in members of private sector labor unions because the law makes it very hard, and corporations have lots of power to prevent workers from joining. So the few things that are tilting that give the workers a little bit more ability to join, the tight labor market. President Biden really also, even the labor law is very weak, but his administration is enforcing the labor laws on the books much, much better than previous administrations. And so that helps. The other thing that I think in the future is this public support for unions incredibly high right now. It's also being driven very much by young people. And so that I think will continue to hold, that this youngest generation today is the most pro-union of any previous generation. So I think we could really see a long-standing effort and a fight to rebalance the economy so that workers and employers are on a more equal footing.